Welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin, and Kat.
So 17, another MV. It's because they know that I'm starting to get there with a who's who, and they're like, let's keep this ball rolling. Let's get to know each other better.
Plus, they put a swear word in it, so they're definitely adults now.
They are.
Only adults are.
Woozy is a grown man. Grown man. Yes, he is. So yeah, we did Super. Loved it. Loved the MV. Loved the song. Everything about it. And this is Fuck My Life.
Yes, this can be the title track.
Yeah.
Be intrigued. It's interesting that they brought out Super before the title track.
So who knows what this one will be?
I definitely don't go a week without at some point going, fuck my life.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a 30s thing, but
Could
Yeah.
All last week, I rang Erin and I did a lot of that.
be. I don't often say that, but I'm often heard going, why is life so hard? Over something really ridiculous.
I do a lot of, I don't want to be an adult today. If someone could just deal with this for me, that would be better.
I believe I said it last week when I couldn't open the bucket of buttons.
Yeah.
Why am
So
I
JT, help me. Life's so hard. So I don't know anything about this going in. I don't know if it's going to be like a ballad or a hard hitting. It could be like fuck my life.
It could be,
Yeah.
but I doubt it.
oh, it could be like a fun, like mid-tempo-y, like fuck my life. Fuck my life.
Yeah, it could be a funny one.
Like to take because you're expecting it to be really like
yeah,
and then
I bet
just
the stuff we were just talking about. Oh, I dropped my drink. Fuck my life.
yeah. It could be, and now I kind of secretly want it to be that.
Yeah.
Do we actually think they're gonna say it?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Don't know. Or unless they're just going to say FML.
Or they might not even say it because it's not always said. The title of the song is
No.
not always said in the song, so we'll see. I mean, I really feel like FML is more of a state of mind when something doesn't go right, you know, so you don't even need to have to say it. It's just written all over your face.
Is it wrong though that I want to hear that come out of Woozy's mouth?
There's something quite like naughty when the K-pop idols swear at you, isn't there? Like, it has a different impact
Yeah.
if a normal person swears.
I remember the first time I had BTS swear, and I was like, whoa!
Yeah.
No!
So please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. When do you use that saying,
Oh, she's dying.
fuck her life, she's ruining everything?
She's choking on her own saliva.
When do you use that saying the most? Hold up, it's coming with a warning.
Jesus.
Oh, so they must say it. Why are we so excited about it? That's a word that we say all of the time.
Oh.
Oh, I like the jacket.
Oh. I love his facial expressions. Oh. Oh, so it was much more of a like everyone has that fuck my life time and just keep fighting, find the happiness.
Now I know why they brought out Super first.
Yeah.
Because Super was the smack in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
I think if you were building up to a comeback like release, this may have felt a bit deflating.
Yeah.
So I think I can see why they brought Super first and then.
Yeah, I feel like that's very, very relatable.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff in there. And I love how I feel like we all have those feelings and they articulate them so well. Visually as well, you can see it through all of the storylines they're showing. And then at the end, they change it to fight for my life. Which it's like, do you know what? Yeah, this has been low and it's been sad, but there's that. You still have to have that bit of hope.
Yeah.
I like that they used everyday situations, even like getting on the bus and there's no room for you and things like that, because they don't always necessarily have to be big events that can feel like they're treading you down. They can be little events over time, so they can be exhaustive.
It's always the straw that breaks the camel's back a bit, and you could have had just such a difficult day and you're like, it's just that one other little thing that balances on you go, no.
Some of them I don't think were all clear to me. Things like, I don't know whether Woozy it was he wanted to go somewhere but maybe the car broke down. I don't know if that was what was happening with him, and it's like, for fuck's sake, you know?
It looked like he was messing up because the wipers were going and
and Song Kwong just wanted to escape from work.
I don't know if it was in that bit I noticed that it looked like he was running almost from something, and sometimes the camera the lens almost like darkened a little bit. I don't know if that was like those intrusive thoughts that make you feel like they were saying like you're embarrassed, you're not good enough, like embarrassed of something about the person that you're going to be tomorrow. You're already letting yourself down. It's like those kind of thoughts were bringing that dark cloud around on them.
I felt like as Scoops, we've said like in other MVs for other groups, when someone is standing on the top of a building looking out over a city, it can kind of feel like this overwhelmingness, or you've gone up there to just escape and get some clarity. And was it DK that was throwing a ball and then it knocked over a lamp? And again, that's something as simple as I dropped a ball and now that's been broken. And there are those small things that are just like, again, fuck my life.
Yeah, those are the things that happen to me when I say naturally clumsy. Those are the things that it'll be like a knock-on effect.
But I love how they found their joy together.
The support system.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Blew away those storm clouds.
Yeah.
I like it. You set sail for, you know, a new destination.
I also think it's a bit of, even though these small things can wear you down, the small things can also bring you joy.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to be like a going on a holiday. It's literally meeting up with some friends and just being.
Yeah, really, really small things can change your whole attitude for the day, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what they always say, like the kindness of strangers, because you don't know if you do one little thing, it can really help someone that was today, on the cusp of fuck my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. There's some interesting beat switch ups in there as well. When it dropped out and it just had the sort of rap, but as it were, rap spoken line bit.
Yeah.
It was cool.
And was it Dino that was like almost stargazing?
Mm.
I wonder again whether he was shutting himself away from other people, and that's what that was. Loneliness. He's separate.
I think there will be some choreo for that. And I can imagine it will be some choreo that works very differently from the beat of the song.
Yeah.
And has a real like push-pull, angsty feel to it.
Yeah.
Could be. They're very good at doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite songs. It's called Thanks, Come Up Da. They have really good choreo for that.
And with so many of them, I think you could almost do interpretive choreo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very good with like formations and stuff.
Yeah.
They can do a lot because there's so many of them. Yeah.
I really like that.
You can get a bit lost in it.
I felt like Vernon was trying to escape. You could say like the noise of the crowd. I think I should just upgrade Woozy to a bias. I think I should do it. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, he's had a really bad day.
Exactly.
Do you know what? It's the little things that make it like this might be the thing that he's suddenly coming out smiling at the end of the end, be like,
won her over.
Worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I should lock in Vernon and Woozy. So far.
So far.
I told you percentages.
The others are going to have a great day as well, because then they're like, there's an opportunity.
Or they're like, I'm free.
Missed that bullet. I'd be really interested to... Is that do we think that's the first song on the album? Or is it just... The title track isn't always the first one, is it?
Most of the time it is, but it's not always placed first.
Isn't the album called FML?
Yeah, that's why you call it a title track, because it's a single name after the album.
That's not always how it works, though.
Usually the title track would have the name of the album, and then they'll have a single name that as well.
No.
For a lot of bands I see, that's when they call their title
None
track.
of the BTS songs are named after the title of the album.
No, but that's when they're not called title tracks.
Case 143 was the title track for...
Maxident.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, what I was trying to say was I'd be interested to see how that plays out in the order on the album.
It's a journey, yeah.
Yeah, and where they then go either before, if it's not the first one, or from that.
Yeah.
Or if, it does fall into a theme on the album.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll put it in a particular order to make you hear it in a particular way.
Very interesting that I would say there was nothing triggering at all on that MV, and so that 15 rating is purely because
it's the swearing.
It's the swearing. And so they've obviously really thought about it, and they all had to jump through hoops, not just them, but Highball had to jump through hoops to get that exact phrasing in. So to them it must really mean something, because they could have changed it. We would have all known what they meant to say.
Yeah.
But no, they obviously were all committed and saying, no, this is what we're saying, and this is why we're saying it.
I think it just... Other nicer words don't have the same punch.
No.
Like, as an example, being Lonely Street from Stray Kids, when they say stuff it all, it's like, no, if you're saying fuck it all, it's got a very different impact.
So that was the exact parallel I was thinking about. They've chosen to go that way with it, but no, for 17 they've thought, we want to, and I like that. It makes them feel unified in their feeling.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
Okay. So that was our reaction to 17, Fuck My Life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.